Well, good evening, Dirtfish friends. It is the end of day one here at the Rally Chile Bio Bio.
Well done.
Got it right this time. What a day we've had. We did anticipate an exciting day. But David, there's so much to talk about today, but so much real positivity as well as the odd little bit of negativity. We have to start with the resurgence of M Sport, in particular Ott Tänak. He has had such a difficult run of things, to be leading at the end of day one and to be looking relatively comfortable in the car. Massively positive.
Was he?
Relatively.
He was quite positive. He's not always been the most positive.
No, it is a positive thing. I'm not saying he was positive. No.
Well, yeah, it is a positive thing. It absolutely is. And the thing is with Ott, he's always very firmly feet on the ground, isn't he? You know,
he's a realist.
100% a realist. I think at times he could have been more of an optimist. And he should be an optimist now because he's leading the rally. There was talk about this hybrid issue. That was caused by the big impact that they had in the jump in stage 2.
Yeah, I think it was.
So a great day. And you talk about a resurgence. It is a resurgence because he's been through an awful lot in terms of the last 2 or 3 rallies. And the team have been through an awful lot as well. So to see M Sport bouncing back, it's great. And it's everybody in that team will be up tonight.
Because that's the thing, David. That is the thing. He's been through a lot, but it's the team that's taken the flak.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows that Ott Tänak is really right up there. World-class performer, top 2 or 3 drivers in the world. The team have taken such flak. To see a smile on Richard Milner's face, to see a bounce in his step this evening, and to see real, as you said earlier on, real kind of optimism for a good result here. It was great to see.
Absolutely it was. And it's great. And it's really interesting to see how tomorrow's going to play out. But Tänak's in the best place on the road. No doubt. There's talk it's going to clean more tomorrow.
Wow.
So
that's caught us out. We drove one stage from Friday. We drove one stage from Saturday. And to our, maybe untrained eyes, David, it did look as if Friday was going to be a lot worse for cleaning than Saturday. But a number of drivers have said, if anything, tomorrow could be a bit more difficult in terms of the cleaning effect. So, therefore, Ott Tänak, last of the Rally 1 cars, very much the best position on the roads.
100%. And he's got to use that. All of the pace that we know that car's got, it's all going to come to the fore tomorrow.
Let's hear from Ott Tänak. We talked to him at the end of the day.
It was honestly difficult to enjoy, very demanding. Fast stages and especially first loop, a lot of surprises, with the notes and then generally with the road. So was not easy to keep it on the road and same time keep the pace. But I did one mistake in the morning, but afternoon we had a clean run. It was quite a massive impact, but it's like second loop it was all okay. So we had a bit of issue with one damper and obviously it didn't protect us really too much. So it came through, but. To get 27G up to your ass, was a bit uncomfortable, but we are okay. Yeah.
So a wonderful day out there for Ott and for M Sport, but another real positive showing from Teemu Sunninen. There's no question, David. Hyundai struggled today. They struggled because, Esa-Pekka Lappi threw it off the roads. Thierry Neuville struggled to get the setup right on the car, but Sunninen, with a car that he told us was maybe not quite right for him as well. He made the most of it out there today, and he's only 4.2 behind at the end of the day.
For me, one of the drives of the day.
Yes.
Absolutely, because don't forget, Teemu was out of the car in Greece. Last time he was in that car on gravel was in Finland.
Yeah, so and he's had no testing on gravel.
No testing. And as much as drivers are always needing testing to get the feel of the car, I think there's an element that's psychological.
Yeah.
We've been here, we've had the car in stage mode, we know what to expect when the weather's like this or whatever. And he's got nothing.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to go on. He was here in 19 in a Fiesta, but it's so different now. And it's so for me, absolutely tremendous. And he did have a slightly more favourable position on the road today, but he made the most of it. And what's really encouraging for me with Teemu today is that he didn't look stressed, he didn't look ruffled. Apart from when he had a load of traffic coming in here, it was a little bit stressed getting in here on time.
He didn't have a lot of time, did he?
He didn't have a lot of time, but that was about the only moment that he looked slightly agitated.
And do you know what? We listened to his stage end interviews, and if anything, he was different because he seemed more focused than maybe we've seen him before. He was
100%.
absolutely, look, don't distract me. And it was almost that Elvin Evans brevity and that sort of, I need to focus. I need to think about what I'm doing. I don't want any distractions. And I like that from him today.
A couple of times today we've seen him and he's been shorter.
Yeah, correct. That's my point.
The only time he was super cheerful and super Teemu was first thing this morning.
Before
the first stage when he told us how nervous he was and all this stuff. From then on, it was a race face, wasn't it, all day?
He was on it.
We haven't really seen so much before.
Well, he was on it all day. We did catch up with him in just that, very rushed interview, but this is what our second place driver, Teemu Sunninen, told us at the end of the day. End of the opening stage, you said you could have been quicker out there in the opening stage. Did you feel that all day you were having to drive with a little bit of margin through the day?
I think I was pretty much maximum because I had some moments, had slides, but I got the feeling like there was some places where I could go faster, but need to remember everything was new for us, and no one can make perfect corners.
That's absolutely true. So in terms of the day, how happy are you with your performance today?
Yeah, it's been really good day.
Dirtfish Live Center.
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 Dirtfish Live Center. Dirtfish Live Center.
Well, do you know what? This is exactly what we want to see, David. The top three different manufacturers.
Yep.
Because sitting in third place, the man's, his car was here. That's his car there. Whose car was here? Taka's car was here a few minutes ago. That's Elvin's car being worked on there. Elvin Evans in third place, the leading Toyota driver. A tale of two halves for Elvin Evans today. A really strong start, second on the road. Really strong morning from him. Didn't really feel it in the afternoon though.
He talked a lot this afternoon about the tyre wear. Certainly the rear of the car, he really struggled with losing the rear. Really tricky when you're trying to hold the car in the line and the rear trying to step out. That compromised him. This morning it was almost perfect, wasn't it? But we asked him, you'll see this in a moment, but we asked him, we talked about what did you change? And he said changed nothing. So clearly that was the evolution of the road.
The road very much evolved, and the tyre wear became an issue, and we knew this was going to be part of the strategy this weekend, was just getting that tyre choice right. We've seen tyres coming in here, we saw tyres at the end of the stage, David, that were incredibly worn and absolutely on the limits.
Yeah, but that's, as Elvin himself said, Tänak took 6 softs, so he had softs all afternoon, and he's leading.
Yeah.
And the one thing that we did say yesterday, Cole, was take your soft or your hard, mix them up. It's not going to make that much difference.
No.
Ultimately, you don't make a huge gain across the spread of the loop, do you?
You don't. This is what Elvin, though, told us about all of those issues just a few moments ago.
To be honest, I struggled. I seem to think it cleaned a lot more this afternoon. It was really loose, and I really struggled, to be honest, during the afternoon loop to feel good. Just felt really inconsistent with the grip. So, yeah, I think the morning was good, but I struggled a bit this afternoon. Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's a long day. And anyway, from starting second on the road, I think the overall picture is not that bad. I think we thought it was going to be a bit worse, especially after the morning. So, all things considered, we have to just keep going and see what comes.
Welcome to Dirtfish, where we'll teach you how to do this and this. And all you have to do is click this link. We'll see you soon.
Very quickly talking about Thierry Neuville, a real struggle for him out there today.
Yeah.
He just didn't feel it at all.
It just looked all at sea. Absolutely all at sea. The first thing this morning, got to the end of the first stage and said, he couldn't drive, the car wasn't working, there was no confidence in the car was moving. It's just kind of stayed the same all day, and he needs to get on top of that tomorrow.
He really does. What about Kalle Rovanperä? Not a great day for him, but in terms of the championship, doing what he has to do.
He was right there until that moment on the final stage, wasn't he? And, that's kind of scuppered the day a little bit. Slightly surprised to hear Jari-Matti say that he can't win from here, but
just about 40 seconds.
He can win from anywhere. He absolutely can win from anywhere. But the real point is, does he need to does he push hard enough too? Because he's got a championship.
Oh, yeah, that extra bit of risk, that
No.
extra push. No, he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't, because the last thing he needs is to go off and score 0 points.
Oh, exactly.
Now, we were watching with a great deal of interest our 2 Rally 1 debutants today. Now, Alberto Heller had a great day.
Yeah.
You'd have to say Gregoire Munster had an eventful day out there today. His poor co-driver, Louis. Well, he forgot his pace notebook going into the first stage. But I tell you what, we'll maybe just play this little interview that we had with him, because he was still staying mighty positive. Just try and explain that feeling when you realised you didn't have that book with you this morning.
That's the worst feeling ever. But okay, we try to find a solution. We managed with the phone, and that's all. But that's the only thing I could do. So
That's
the
remarkable.
worst thing should be to check in late. So I will go. Sorry for that.
David, he's obviously put that behind him. Great to see. You've been around a long time. I'm not sure that exact set of circumstances has happened before, but we have seen co-drivers going out with the wrong notes before.
We have. Marco Martin, if you're watching, you'll well remember Safari 2002 when Marco's co-driver Beef, he had a pace notebook in the bag. It just happened to be the wrong day. But it was a lot more straightforward for Marco, because he had a helicopter above.
Yeah.
The helicopter was just radioing down saying, yeah, easy right coming up and easy left, mind the lions, mind the elephants. Less of that for
Someone's in a little bit of a rush.
Gregoire today.
Yeah.
But just, I mean, that awful moment.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. And we know exactly how it happened. He made a few changes to the pace notes last night and put the book in the rucksack, not in the co-driver bag. It happens. It will never, ever, ever happen.
Ever. And, you know, fair play to those 2 boys for dealing so well with what was a really horrible situation. And obviously we had those 2 enormous crashes out there today. The opening stage, poor old Esa-Pekka Lappi, the final corner went off. And then just, 2 stages later, Pierre-Louis Loubet with an equally enormous crash. We actually managed to get to the site of both of those incidents. If you want to find out why they happened and how they happened, up there, above David's head, click that little link up there. That'll take you to our, well, you're already on our YouTube channel, but that will take you to those videos. It has been a really exciting, entertaining, and enthralling day, David, out here today. Can we expect more tomorrow? I think we can.
Oh, of course we can. It's chilly, Colin.
It's chilly. Forecast looks good for tomorrow, folks. 6 stages, longer stages tomorrow. It is going to be a cracker. We're heading out that way. Stay with us, folks. We'll bring you all the news as it unfolds from day 2 of Rally Chile Bio Bio. Last thing we have to do is to thank Toyota for hosting us here this evening. But for now, folks, from the Toyota service area, it's bye from me.
Bye from me.